It's a head
I
scratcher.
don't run a billion-dollar corporation, so I can't possibly understand the finances that go into it. But I do understand and know the difficulties of putting a film together and how much blood, sweat, and tears goes into that. Citizens of the Reject Nation, Greg here. John, how are you?
I'm all right today. I'm decent.
Well, you know who's not decent? Warner Brothers. My God, I know we are late to this, but we heard about it right away. We had to go to the premiere. We got randomly asked to do the press line for it, which we never get asked to do because we love that movie so much. We said yes, and we were on our way to there, so we had to focus on what we had to do. Getting back here really late at night. But this has been a topic of conversation for us all day. And I'm sure you guys have heard many different reasons as to why this is happening. And we will go into the reasons. I'm going to kind of do this video in reverse. I just want to put my opinion out there first. If you haven't heard, the Batgirl movie is getting shelved, meaning they're not releasing it anywhere. No platform, not theaters, not their freaking streaming service that they set up, which should just be your dumping ground for movies you don't want to release. I think them not releasing it is so stupid. The DC universe is the most wackadoodle-doo thing I've seen in a while, man. This is just bizarre. You have your problematic leading actor in the form of Ezra Miller for The Flash, and that's creating a whole bunch of chaos. You're like, what do we do with this now? And then they have Batgirl, which had I feel so terrible for Leslie Grace. To get the dream role of a lifetime and then bam to be hit with this. You got J.K. Simmons who keeps getting duped left and right when it comes to this DC franchise, man. What are they thinking? And then you got Adil and Bilal, who had amazing directors. They did Bad Boys for Life, directing episodes of Miss Marvel. Fantastic directors. And so, there were test screenings a while ago that said that this was received so poorly. But I'm like, that's why test screenings exist. So you can test it and go, what do we need to try to fix? What do we need to try to make better? What do we need to re-edit? Do we need to reshoot some stuff? What makes me upset is there's so many people who work so hard on this film, even if it ended up being a poor film. If that's the general consensus, there's no one who could persuade me into thinking that, the people involved half-assed their work into this. I'm sure they put their heart and soul into this film, especially Leslie Grace. It's upsetting to me. It really is upsetting. And then we're like, yeah, it might be a bad film, but freaking let us decide. You got a streaming platform. Put it on your streaming platform.
Well, and you developed it for your streaming platform specifically. It was part of an initiative to put more content there.
It's honestly really, really, really annoying. That has been the main conversation that I've had all day with people in between doing the Prey stuff today was, this is just silly. My God, this is silly. Now you're just going to have people being like, I wonder what it was. I wish we could have seen it. I wasn't even that hyped for this film. And then to hear this, I'm like, God damn it, release the Batgirl movie. Now you're going to have that side rising up. There's such a divided camp when it comes to the DC universe. There are some trailers that we've seen that I know I'm really dominated. So I'm sorry, John. I just feel really strong about it.
You.
There's so many things about it that just are infuriating to me because yeah, I'm looking forward to Black Adam, whatever weird DC universe that Rock's apparently building out of DC League of Super Pets and Black Adam. I'm looking forward to that. Shazam 2 looks great. Hell, I'll say it. The Flash looks pretty cool too. All right?
Careful.
All right, it does look cool. As much as I really don't like this Ezra Miller. That's a good trailer. What can I say? I'm sorry, it's a good trailer.
Well, and in the sad timeline that we live on, the Flash movie, for all of its various slings and arrows, will probably still come out on one of these ways to watch it.
Exactly.
Which
Poor
probably
Michael Keaton getting kicked out of 2 films now. He got kicked out of Aquaman, and now this isn't coming out.
And this has got to be less controversial of a film overall, which is the ultimate irony.
Just release it. Let us not like it. We'll move on right away. But their hard work deserves to be seen at the same time. Yeah. I'm like, come on, maybe they're proud of it a little bit. Brendan Fraser was returning for this, for crying out loud. I mean, yeah, what, John? There's like a couple of reasons that all seem muddied.
From what I could gather from reading the original New York Post exclusive was that, yeah, it's what you've heard is, oh, this movie tested so poorly that they're like, look, we cannot put out a bad Batgirl movie. We just have to shelf it and cut our losses and move on. Since then, there's been some updates from Deadline, especially, is where I pulled a lot of this, basically saying that it has little to do with the quality of the film at all and actually lines up with, and this is a super paraphrase, but basically lines up with a business opportunity to clear some of the debts that Discovery is inheriting from their merger with the WB. In axing this and the Scoob movie that they had planned, they are theoretically, basically, I don't know, making their financial situation better moving forward. And so, yeah.
That's even more upsetting.
And again, this is
even more, if that's the truth.
Yeah.
That's like, what? So all these people who fucking poured so much work into this are now getting axed so you can save some money? Oh,
yeah,
come
well,
on.
and not even save the money. Like, that's the sad thing about the society we live in is the money is spent and they've lost that money. But,
like
but
$100 million.
It's more cost efficient to the bottom line to just waste that money and all that time and resources instead of putting it out for whatever reason. And in the Deadline report, they even say the film only tested once and the reaction wasn't that bad. So I don't know who to believe, but it does seem like a very murky situation and a very sad one, if any. Adil and Bilal are literally, what I think it's Adil is getting married today, or as this news has been breaking. So I feel terrible for them too, because like on your wedding date,
they're a couple?
No. One of them is getting married.
I was like, aren't they brothers?
They're I don't think,
I don't know. Like,
I don't think they're related, but still, one of them is getting married, and they're both in attendance because they're both ostensibly as good of friends as it appears they are on camera. Furthermore, in the Deadline article, they say that, and again, sources say take it with a grain of salt, but the WB even wants to, or Discovery wants to find a new project for Adil and Bilal to do with Leslie Grace to make up for this whole mess.
Why would they do that? Why would they work with them?
I don't know. I guess they really didn't like that plan of dumping, like mid-budget to expensive originals on HBO Max or something.
Why would Adil and Bilal work with these guys?
Hey guys, I know we pulled the plug on you.
Don't do it, Adil and Bilal.
I know we cast your careers into a weird shadow of doubt with our reasoning on this, but this time it'll be great.
This is the stupidest thing, man.
It is weird.
Damn it, Warner Brothers. Restore the Snyderverse while keeping your main DC thing going. Release Batgirl, release the Ayer cut, fire Ezra Miller, but also release The Flash. Do it all.
The Batgirl hashtag is just going to be release any cut.
Release
any cut at all. Release the dailies.
I mean, yes, yeah, you got to like factor in production costs for re-editing and then also possible reshoots and visual effects. There's things, yes, there's more money to be involved to finalize this project. But shit, man. That is so dumb. I don't know. This news is so stupid to me.
It's a head scratcher.
I don't run a billion-dollar corporation, so I can't possibly understand the finances that go into it. But I do understand and know the difficulties of putting a film together and how much blood, sweat, and tears goes into that. So yeah, this is ridiculous to me. This is insane. What do you guys think? Subscribe, leave a like, click that bell. We got to shout out some pictures. John the Float Goat 7.
Olivia Del Guy, my oh my.
Looking dandy Andy Funk.
Faster than a Ferrari, Enzo Lorenzo Baxter.
Pimply differently sane. That's what I got.
Marco KT Tunstall.
Hell with it, lev it, Abdel it.
Use the force, Lauren American Horse.
He got raided because he was simply faded.
Joanna with the plan of St. Louis.
Rogue Cree, I bow down to you with my knees.
Soul Jelly 94.
Justin Martin, when are we starting a YouTube channel together?
Rosie Beatty, I'm just glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're feeling all right.
Quit stalling, Colin, and call me. Colin?
Philip Jambalaya Smith Jr.
Jen the Kylo Ren Smith.
Melanie LeBlanc walking the walk.
Jason Dolan, your balls are growing.
Touch John Trackus. I wish you would.
TJ, glad to have you back here, buddy.
Bud.
Thank you guys so much for being top-tier supporters of the Reject Nation.
The month of July.
Get a shout out again this month to make up for being late. See ya.